right, the court will call two matters involving Taylor Clark. The first is the state of Michigan versus Taylor Clark. That's file 25-X447-1553-SI, set for a bench warrant arraignment. And then we also have a friend of the court warrant as well. That's Caleb Nantel versus Taylor Clark, file 23-19288-DC. Let's do the criminal matter first. All right, Ms. Clark, in the criminal case, there is a bench warrant that's out for your arrest. Probably one of the reasons why you're in jail now. It says that you failed to pay fines and costs in the amount of $216. Have you tried to take care of that, or why is that currently outstanding?
Is it related to child support?
No, there's two there. That's the second matter. This is off of a speeding ticket from the state police. Let me see if I can find out when that occurred. That would have been on February 20th of 2025. Speeding ticket on Badgley Road near Old 27 in Corwith Township.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that ticket, Your Honor. That's on me. That's my fault. I should have been more attentive to pay that ticket.
When do you think that you can get that accomplished?
When I get a new job, when I get out of jail.
Well, that's not going to be helpful to you at the moment then.
No, sir.
When was the last time you had work?
About a week and a half ago. I broke my tailbone. I missed a couple days of work because of it, and then I got fired.
All right. What type of work do you typically do?
I used to housekeep, but then I started waitressing because I wanted to try it out this year. I used to waitress when I was 15 and I wanted to give a go at it again. So I quit housekeeping.
Where were you working at most recently?
Treetops. At Treetops, the Legends.
Well, you have a right to have a hearing on this failure to pay bench warrant. Do you want to admit to it, or do you want to have a hearing on it?
For failure to appear to court?
No, for failure to pay the fines and costs on the ticket. You want to have a hearing on it in which the court would have to prove that you failed to pay, or do you want to admit that? Do you need an attorney to assist you with that decision?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would rather just admit it.
Well, that's entirely up to you. I can't make you do that, and I can't make you give up your right to an attorney. That's entirely up to you whether you want to proceed without an attorney and whether you want to admit. What would you like to do today?
Your Honor, given the other circumstances here, I don't think it's going to hurt her to admit that. She basically did admit it already, and this is a failure to appear, failure to pay. So I would not have an objection to proceeding on that.
All right. Basically, what that means, Ms. Clark, is that you're not going to go to jail over this. You're still just going to have to pay it, and we'll set up a payment plan if you need to do that. Do you think do you want to admit this then?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Did you fail to pay the $216 that you owed on the ticket that I previously read to you?
Yes.
All right. How long do you think it's going to take you to pay off the $216?
It depends on when I get out of here, and I presume I'll have a job by next week. So within a month and a half.
So if I give you 30 days, we'll set another hearing. If you pay it off within 30 days, then you don't have to show up. If you do have to show up, then you have to tell me why you haven't paid it off in the time that I gave you. Is that fair?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So I'll simply put down that you're going to pay $216 in 30 days, and I'll set for a status conference in 30 days to see if you paid. All right. So that's all for that file. We're going to move on to the friend of the court matter. This is the child support matter that you were asking about a minute ago. Let me just kind of flip over to that side of the case now. All right. In the friend of the court matter, there is a bench warrant out for your arrest as well. And it alleges two things, actually. It says that on June 27th of 2025, you failed to appear at a court hearing that was designed to monitor your income withholding order and show cause why you shouldn't be held in contempt for failure to appear. And then also you failed to appear on August the 8th, which was the subsequent date after June 27th, for failure to appear as well. And a bond in the amount of $600 was set in that matter for your failure to appear, and a bench warrant was issued. If you wish to have a hearing on that, you'd have the right to have a hearing in front of the judge. You do not have the right to have a jury trial. The hearing would be in front of me as the family court judge. You'd have the right to see, hear, and question the witnesses against you. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to testify if you wanted to, but you could remain silent, and that silence could not be used against you. You'd have the right to present witnesses and evidence on your own behalf and get an order from the court called a subpoena to require those witnesses to appear and testify. The burden of proof would be on the on the friend of the court's office by a preponderance of the evidence. And then you'd also have the right to appeal automatically if was there any error in that hearing. You also have the right to have an attorney represent you, because there is a possibility of jail time for failure to appear and bench warrant status under the contempt powers of the court. Mr. Brown, have you had a chance to talk to her at all about court-appointed counsel?
I have, Your Honor. I believe she would request counsel. And she would be entitled.
All right, thank you. Ma'am, do you want a court-appointed attorney on this bench warrant from the friend of the court's office?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me catch up on my notes here for just a second. All right, I will approve your request for court-appointed counsel. That request will be sent to the administrator of court-appointed attorneys. He will assign a specific attorney to represent you. Once you've had a chance to meet with that attorney, we'll reschedule this matter and decide how to proceed at that time. There still is a bond of $600. Are you going to be able to post that?
No, Your Honor.
Do you know anybody that you could call that could be able to post that for you?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Mr. Brown, how fast do you think that we could get the court-appointed attorney to meet with her at the jail?
Depending on who it is, very quickly, I think, if it's me today.
Let's try to do that. I hesitate to reduce the bond immediately, but I also don't want her sitting in jail on a $600 bond. If she can get out and get a job and get some payments made, that's the biggest thing in my eyes. So if you could meet with her, and then we could probably do another Zoom hearing this afternoon before 4:30, that would be wonderful. And then you could give me some information as to where she can go, who she's going to stay with, what opportunities she might have for employment, that sort of thing. Unless you want to meet with her now via go into a breakout room and get some of that information for her, that might be another opportunity if you'd be willing to do that.
That is up to the court. I have no problem going over to the jail and meeting with her and getting back with the court.
Why don't we do that then? That way we can finish out the other arraignments today, and then simply notify me when you're ready, or notify my staff, Jenny, when you're ready, and we'll set something up via Zoom and do this again this afternoon, so that we can not necessarily keep her in jail unless we absolutely have to. All right.
Yes.
So Ms. Clark, what's going to happen is Mr. Brown is going to, out of the goodness of his heart, is going to come talk to you today, or make sure that another attorney does. And then we'll set up a hearing later this afternoon to decide whether or not you need to stay in jail or whether you can be released, and then make your payments as you need to on the friend of the court matter. Ms. Spillane, do you have any other input in this matter right now?
No, sir, that's fine.
All right. I'll see you later this afternoon then, Ms. Clark. Thank you very much. That's all for you for today.